The film starts at a swim relay at the University of Florida. Haley Keller competes, but she just misses the best time. It brings back a memory of her losing a relay as a child and feeling bad, but her father Dave would continue to encourage her to keep up her hard work. After the relay, she receives a video call from her sister Beth. She informs Haley about the impending Category 5 Hurricane Wendy that is about to strike Florida. Beth expresses concern since she hasn't heard from their father, and she thinks he is still around the area. They have a slight argument since it appears that Haley took Dave's side in her parents' divorce, while Beth took their mother's side. Beth just asks that Haley get in touch with Dave. Haley starts to drive out of town as per evacuation notices, trying and failing to get in touch with Dave. She runs into an old friend of Beth's named Wayne, who is attempting to direct traffic as the storm starts to hit. He shows her where to go, but out of concern for her father, Haley turns around and drives down a path to get back to find Dave. Haley goes to Dave's condo to only find his dog Sugar there. The rest of the place is empty. Haley calls Beth to inform her, and Haley suggests that Dave is at their old family home. Haley heads there with Sugar against Beth's wishes, especially as the streets have started to fill up with water. When they get to the house, Haley doesn't find anyone upstairs. She calls his phone and finds it in the kitchen. Alerted by Sugar's barking, Haley goes into the basement where she finds Dave unconscious and with a badly broken leg. She tries to carry him upstairs, but they are attacked by an alligator that has made its way down there. Haley pulls herself and Dave to safety before barricading themselves behind pipes. Haley manages to wake Dave up and uses her jacket to pick some rainwater for her father to drink. Dave wants Haley to leave without him, but Haley refuses. Dave explains he broke his leg when he got tangled up in the pipes as he tried to escape from the alligator. At that moment, Haley hears her phone and realizes it fell on the other side of the pipes during the struggle. She wants to retrieve it. Haley manages to reach the phone, but as soon as she dials 911, she is startled by a second alligator appearing behind her. Haley immediately rushes back and accidentally drops her phone, which ends with the beasts walking on it and destroying it. Then, one of the alligators bites Haley's leg, but she manages to blind one of the gators in one eye. While they hear Sugar barking upstairs, both father and daughter take care of their wounds. Haley ties an elastic from her pants around the bite on her knee, and Dave ties a wrench around his broken leg with his tool belt. He also finds a shovel that he begins using as a crutch to move around. Outside, the storm keeps getting worse, and the water levels in the basement quickly rise. When Dave confirms the alligators aren't nearby, Haley tries to find a way to get help. She flashes a light to two people, Stan and Lee, who are across the street at the gas station trying to loot it with their friend Marv. Haley yells at them and flashes her flashlight, getting Marv's attention. But he suddenly hears a noise and turns around to find an alligator jumping on the boat and devouring Lee. Inside the store, Stan also hears the noises, and when he looks out, he finds Marv hitting the door as he is also eaten by the beast. Soon the alligator enters the store and Stan becomes a meal too. Dave suggests that the only other way out is through a passage leading up back to the living room, as taking the stairs will lead to the gators. Very carefully, Haley moves through the rising water and reaches the hatch, only for a bunch of spiders to fall on her. After brushing them away, Haley tries to push the hatch open, but it is blocked by a drawer weighing it down. As they realize they are out of options, the duo hears a noise and discovers Wayne and his co-worker Pete are coming by on a boat to check for people who may have been left behind. Pete stays on the boat while Wayne goes inside. Pete notices that the boat's turbine is caught in seaweed. When he leaves the boat to fix it, an alligator surprises him from behind and catches him. Then a bunch of alligators join the attack to feed on him. Back to Wayne, he enters the house and can't seem to find anyone, no matter how hard Dave hits the pipes with his shovel. Haley realizes Wayne is moving toward the basement stairs and tries to warn him not to come down. But as soon as Wayne peeks inside, the alligator catches him and drags him into the water. Haley approaches the beast to try to help Wayne, but the alligator takes him away to eat in private. The second alligator hears Haley and comes after her, so she quickly swims away and reunites with her father behind the pipes. Haley makes it to Dave's side and begins to cry, thinking they will die right there. She also has been blaming herself for her parents' divorce, thinking that she made Dave turn his priorities toward her in swimming. He assures her that none of it is her fault and that she and Beth kept them together until they both moved out. Dave encourages Haley to keep pushing forward because she has always been a stubborn fighter that never gives up. Afterward, Dave makes a plan. He will distract the alligators by hitting the pipes with a brick, because they seemed to hate it last time, and Haley will swim toward the stairs. The idea works, and the alligator is so desperately trying to reach Dave on the other side of the pipes that it doesn't see Haley swim by. Dave confronts the beast, and after lots of struggle, he hits it with the shovel over and over until he smashes its head to death. While Sugar keeps on barking on top of the stairs, Haley moves around carefully, yet she accidentally hits a box on the ground, getting the attention of the second alligator. Haley hears it too and quickly hides, deciding to go for the drain pipe instead of the stairs, even if Dave thinks it is too dangerous. As she moves further in, she is disgusted to find Wayne's body and a bunch of eggshells. This is the mother's nest, and Wayne was used as food for the baby alligators. At that moment, the mother alligator starts swimming in Haley's direction. Haley goes for Wayne's gun, but Gator bites into her arm. She shoots repeatedly until it is finally dead, and the bullets have run out. While the basement keeps on flooding, and Dave struggles to find a spot where he can breathe, Haley then figures the only other way out is through the storm drain, which is where the gators came in from. She swims through it and avoids being spotted by the gators, but she does see that they have already laid eggs, and some of them are hatching. As Dave finally loses consciousness over the lack of air, Haley gets out safely and runs into the house to pry the hatch door open with a crowbar, just as the basement has completely filled with water. Then Haley pulls Dave out and begins using CPR to bring him back. For a moment, she thinks she lost him, but thankfully he wakes up. Haley and Dave grab Sugar and attempt to make their way to the looter's boat across the street, but they want to do so without making splashes so that the gators won't hear them. The duo walks very slowly in the water, always keeping an eye on the swimming beasts. Suddenly, the rain stops falling, and they realize they are in the eye of the hurricane. At that moment, an alligator swims too close to them, and they must freeze on the spot, but also an alarm begins wailing, and they know they don't have much time left. Haley decides to use her swimming skills to try to reach the boat. They are successful in getting the boat, but the floodwaters become too much, and it pushes the boat back into the house. Haley finds a radio and tries to call for help. Dave tries to protect Sugar from a gator, and he gets his arm bitten off. Haley is trapped in the upstairs bathroom of the gator as the water level rises in there, but she manages to trap it in the shower before getting back to Dave. The two take Sugar outside as they head to higher ground. Another gator attempts to attack Haley, but it gets swept away by the current. She and Dave lay on the roof as a helicopter comes near. Using a road flare she found, Haley uses it to signal it toward them. It works, and the people in the helicopter lower something to pull them up to safety.